Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about, Screen Rant explains, both of the upcoming Ninja Turtle reboots. Now I only remember one being announced, and that's the Seth Rogen's Ninja Turtle movie, Mutant Mayhem. But I, at the moment, don't remember there being another Ninja Turtle reboot per se, if that makes sense. So let's get this a read, shall we? Assuming that my mouse can work with me. Fans of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will not have to wait much longer for the new Ninja Turtle movie. News: New York's own Heroes in the Half Cell are coming back to theaters in two Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie reboots, as well as spin-offs involving villains. Despite having gone 6 years without appearing on the big screen, after the underwhelming results of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, the Ninja Turtles remain a strong brand, whether in animated series, comics, or toys. Well, in defense, before the the 2007 Ninja Turtles movie, we got 14-ish years without a Ninja Turtle movie on the big screen. So compared to that, 6 years seems relatively short for a Ninja Turtle movie. Not complaining, I'm actually happy. Even though I am cautiously optimistic about one of the projects because it's Seth Rogen. And I'm cautiously optimistic because it's Seth Rogen doing it. It's not Turtles. And I don't want him to ruin my favorite IP. But at the same token too, I think it's Kevin Eastman who enjoys his take on the Ninja Turtles, so gives me the optimistic part. So let's get this a read, shall we? The fact that not even a failed movie has stopped Paramount from greenlighting two new Ninja Turtle movies options is testament to the sheer strength of the IP. Ninja Turtles are not going anywhere for a very long time. It pretty much rivals Marvel and DC in my opinion. Anyways, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cinematic history goes back to 1990. Let me continue. Paragraph, there we go. With the New Lines Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which had two sequels. In 2007, the CGI animated TMNT landed, followed 7 years after by the live-action Ninja Turtle production. So I was wrong. 7 years. 7 years? But wasn't the last one in 1993? Yeah, it was 14 years. I was right. Why are they giving this followed 7 years later by live-action production? Oh, they mean the Michael Bay Turtles after the Okay, I thought they meant the 2007 movie came out 7 years after the original live-action Ninja Turtle movie. So I was about to say, the calculation doesn't add up, but if they're talking about the Michael Bay Turtles, then that makes more sense. Anyways, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, produced by Michael Bay and starring big names such as Megan Fox and Will Arnett, reignited the Ninja Turtles cinematic legacy, which turns out they were the first live-action Ninja Turtle movies I got to see in theaters. TMNT is the first Ninja Turtle movies I got to see in theaters. So even though the Michael Bay Turtles are not as good in my opinion as the original trilogy or the 2007 movie, at least the first movie will always have a special place in my heart due to the fact that it's my first live-action Ninja Turtle movie that I've seen in theaters. And the 2007 Ninja Turtle movie will always have a special place in my heart because it's the first Ninja Turtle movie that I gotta see in theaters. Because the other ones came out before I was born, so yeah. The sequel, however, did less than half as much as its predecessor and put the Paramount franchise on hold. Yeah, the Out of the Shadows weren't as good, but I still enjoyed the film. It was a pretty fun film. It wasn't good as good. It wasn't as good of a movie as it could have been. I did like the credits though. The first song in the credits was pretty much a remake of the 1980s song, and they splashed a little bit of the ninja rap in there too. And I listen to that theme song at least once every month. And if I miss out on the month, I'll listen to it to like twice the next month to make up for me missing the last month. I'm that nerd. Anyways, there has been an animated TMNT movie in the interim. Most recently, the 2022 Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie on Netflix. And I gotta say, that movie surprised me. Because I wasn't too keen on the series. I even had this like guy in the comments saying, but if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's not a show for you. It's an Ninja Turtle movie. I literally have my name reference to that. Of course I'm going to give the show a shot. It's not like Thelma, where it's like essentially destroys the lore of say characters. Like per se, at least not as bad in my opinion, because I didn't like the thing that pissed me off the most was Smasher Splinter being a couch potato. And how they didn't make, like, it seemed like he wasn't nearly as much of a badass as he was in the 2012 version, or the 2003, or the 1987 versions of the Ninja Turtles. This version of the Splinter was lazy as hell. And that was the jumping off point for me for not wanting to watch it at first. And then when the movie was announced, I went back and watched the rest of the series. The series is alright. It's not the worst series I've seen in general, especially not in the Ninja Turtles. Next Mutation is the worst Ninja Turtles series, but it could have been better. But I didn't really have high expectations for the Rise of the Ninja Turtles movie, but it surprised me. Like, my low expectations were exceeded, and I do recommend watching the Rise of the Ninja Turtles. Decent film. Anyways. Seth Rogen is taking the helm for the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem reboot, and a new live-action TMNT movie is also planned. I didn't even know about that. Okay, well, 2 new TMNT movie options now on the way. It looks like the wait for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie is finally over. Seth Rogen's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Manhattan. So the next new TMNT movie comes from Seth Rogen in 2023, titled Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. In June 2021, Seth Rogen used his Twitter account to confirm that he would be producing a new TMNT movie that's CG animated. The unusual announcement in the form of a sketchbook revealed some of Rogen's early ideas for his version of the Ninja Turtles, and also indicated August 2023 release date for the film. After Paramount pulled the original date forward by a week, the movie is currently set to release on August 4th, 2023. Bad Neighbors Brendan O'Brien will write the film, with the Mitchells vs. the Machines Jeff Rose serving as the director. And like I said, I am cautiously optimistic, because this Seth Rogen is essentially be in charge of the film, but since Kevin Eastman, one of the co-creators of the Ninja Turtles, is going to be likes his take, that kind of gives me some sort of hope that Rogen's take on the Ninja Turtles will be good. And so I am planning to see his Ninja Turtle movie in theaters. Hopefully, it doesn't disappoint. I'm planning to wear one of my Ninja Turtle shirts. Maybe the one that says "Chick Stick Ninjas," just like, or my Leonardo shirt that has the like actual Leonardo stomach and shell. I'm truly out because it's been like what 7-ish years, give or take, since the last Ninja Turtle movie we had in theaters. I'm not wasting this opportunity. I'm cosplaying to a certain degree, or representing to a certain degree. Anyways, well, not much is known about new TMNT movie. Seth Rogen's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is expected to focus on the teenage side of the characters rather than the mutant ninja aspect, diverging from the Michael Bay film's approach. Rogen has indicated that Mutant Mayhem will be a coming-of-age story, and subsequent tweets have also confirmed he's looking to cast teenagers as Leo, Raph, Mikey, and Donatello. I don't know why Donatello's the only one who gets the full name. A franchise first. Kevin Eastman, the co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, is excited about Rogen's take, which is why I'm somewhat optimistic about this movie. Speaking at San Diego Comic-Con in 2022, Eastman spilled that he was a big fan of Seth Rogen's movies. Eastman is particularly happy that Rogen seems to be respecting the teenage element of the Ninja Turtles, especially since they were only 15 in the original comics. Wow, I didn't even know that they were originally 15 in the original comics. Okay. Seth Rogen's new TMNT movie will be deeply personal. Seth Rogen's new TMNT movie is reportedly a very personal project for the actor-comedian. Growing up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was one of Rogen's cartoon staples, alongside other famous Saturday morning cartoons like Darkwing Duck. In an interview with the AV Club, Seth Rogen went to detail as to why the project is so personal for him, really honing in on the teenage aspect of the title. The Pineapple Express actor had this to say: "It's a teenage movie. We're putting a lot of our own feelings of awkwardness and insecurities and a desire to belong and to be accepted and all that into the movie." Actor Seth Rogen went on to discuss that he and the rest of the production team found an avenue that makes them care about the film and its teenage characters. The new TMNT movie will explore more growing up territory than the previous Ninja Turtles production, bearing the announcement The Last Ronin, which has its own merits in terms of nuance. The Last Ronin was a very good book series, comic book. I highly recommend. I will not only link this article in the comment section, but since they reference The Last Ronin, I will also link my reviews for The Last Ronin in the description below. So if you guys want to give that my reviews for The Last Ronin a watch, you guys are more than welcome to. There are plans for a spin-off based off the TMNT villains. The new Ninja Turtle movie is planned as a forerunner for multiple TMNT spin-offs based on the various members of the Turtles' very well-populated rogues gallery. From obvious choices like the Shredder and Krang, Krang, to fan favorites like Bebop and Rocksteady, most of the Ninja Turtle TMNT villains have ambiguous yet integrating Saturday morning cartoons backstories that present near blank canvases ripe from adaptations. Baxter Stockman, for example, is a scientist who turned into a mutant fly by Krang in the cartoons. And I need this person to go back and make some edits, because it's not Kang, it's Krang. They literally spell Krang K-A-N-G. It's not Kang, it's Krang. Get it right! God damn it. I'm one of those Ninja Turtles fans, god damn it. Well, this was an obvious parody of David Cronenberg's The Fly in the 1980 film cartoon. In the 2020s, it opens the door for a movie that nods to Hammer horror body transformation flick and weird science genre tropes. That's just one example too. And to be honest, the only time we saw Baxter Stockman in live action was the Out of the Shadows movie when Tyler Perry was Baxter Stockman. I would have loved to have seen him. If we have gotten another Michael Bay Ninja Turtle movie, would have loved to have seen him get transformed to a fly. Would have loved to have seen that. Or like get the 2003 Baxter Stockman treatment and pretty much get turned into a cyborg. Anyways, that's just one example too. As a creator, plan to explore the wealth of the lesser known TMNT characters. It seems strange that the Turtleverse full of spin-offs already exists. However, there have been no details on the TMNT spin-offs yet beyond confirmation that they're happening. And then Paramount's Ninja Turtles movie reboot. While a sequel of Out of the Shadows will not happen, producer Michael Bay remains attached to the Ninja Turtles franchise at Paramount and will be involved in the reboot. Oh, I forgot that Michael Bay was going to be involved in a new Ninja Turtle one. Okay. First announced in 2018, the new TMNT movies in live action did not receive any updates until August 2021, when Paramount announced that Saturday Night Live's Colin Jost and his brother Casey Jost would pen the script. Since the more realistic yet over-the-top aspect of Michael Bay's TMNT franchise did not work in the long term, it is hard to anticipate what new take Platinum Dunes and Paramount will give to the new iteration of the Turtles. As of now, there's no date of the project. There haven't been any further updates about the Jost Brothers' new TMNT movie ever since they were announced as the screenwriters. And I lost my place because my cat needed something. However, the TMNT, the Turtles fans who have plenty to enjoy before the next Bay produced TMNT, as both confirmed spin-off films have been potential to explore different sides of the characters and offer something new to the already vast legacy of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. While comparisons are going to be inevitable, a well-planned release window of the two new franchises can avoid one overshadowing the other. And comparisons is always going to be a thing for the Ninja Turtles, regardless of whatever incarnation we're talking about. There are always going to be comparisons being made. But okay, yeah, I'm fairly optimistic in the Turtles big screen future. As you guys know, I love the Ninja Turtles. They pretty much been part of my life since practically for as long as I can remember. My sister, because I recently got this, which is 5 movie set. It was technically I already had all those movies. I just got this because I'm that guy. I don't know how well you guys can see, but as like up here, it has the original trilogy, and this one is the TMNT movie, and this one is the Batman vs. the Ninja Turtles. Which I don't know why there's not a collection where it has the original Ninja Turtles trilogy and the Michael Bay movies. If they can have 5 films like this, they can do that too, because at this point I'm willing to get the Michael Bay films. And apparently this is the anniversary edition. So, my point is, as I try to put this back in the case, I am fairly optimistic and intrigued in the Ninja Turtle future. I am looking forward to it. And I am going, even though I'm like fairly critical on Seth Rogen, I will give his iteration of the Turtles a shot because it is fair. Because I don't want to be those type of people that negatively like criticizes things and I give it a chance. And I know that's might not be why I was doing this video, but I'm not sure how I feel about Seth Rogen as a writer, like, or actor, but like I said, I'll give this Ninja movie a shot. I'll gladly give this movie a shot. I'm hoping that my hesitation will be not needed. That said, what do you beautiful people think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I will talk to you fellow mutants later. Cowabunga, my friends. Cowabunga.